welcome everyone. Today I'm talking with my friend Dan, and we are doing our part to make the world a little bit better. The purpose of this show is really just to create a platform for people to be able to talk about how we can all be doing things better as humans, because God knows we can all be doing it just a little bit better.
Amen.
So Dan, let's start out with, why don't you just tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do for a living, and then if it was your birthday, are you going to order a regular cake or an ice cream cake, and why?
Got it. Cool. So that's a great question. So for what I do body work and I do energy work. So I do a lot of my time, or spend a lot of my time working with people who are having bodily issues as far as pain or discomfort. And a lot of times it's like athletes too, doing sports recovery. So I find myself like just kind of like putting people back together. Yeah. So if there's a Humpty Dumpty out there, I'm there to fix it.
And it works. I've been. It works really well.
That's right. So, and I'm definitely going to go with a birthday cake on that one.
Just a regular birthday
Just a birthday. I like the confetti style. That's my jam right there. And gluten free. And the only reason I wouldn't do the ice cream cake is that dairy, man, that messes me up.
Yeah,
that messes me up.
I hear you. But you go extra fudge and extra cookie crunch in there and ice cream. It's good stuff.
It's baller.
All right, well, let's get right into it. So let's pretend you're the president of the world, not just the United States, and you got to give a presentation of the entire Earth entitled 10 Things We as Humans Need to Be Better. What is your number one bullet point that you have in your speech?
Number one would have to be being honest and being truthful. You know, I think as world leaders, as we see, like even politicians, the one thing that I know that I want the most is transparency and just being honest, being vulnerable, and like just being clear. Yeah, help me understand. Yeah. So that would be my first agenda.
The world's, everything's so much easier if you're honest. You don't got to cover anything up.
That's right.
It takes a lot of energy. All right. So if you had a magic wand and you could do anything you wanted with it, but it had to make the world a better place, what would you do?
Humor. I think we just need a lot more humor, a lot more laughter. I would make humor as part of our world religion. That every day we have to incorporate it somewhere in our conversation to make somebody laugh. There's nothing better to making other people laugh.
Yeah, nobody ever, does any religion ever talk about that? Do they address that? You got to tell one joke a day?
That's true. I mean, a lot of people make jokes about religion. Yeah. However.
All right, I love it. Yep. So individually, on a smaller scale, what could we be doing every day to make the world a better place, influence the world positively?
I would say that it's for us as individuals just to take ownership and take responsibility for our actions and for like how we show up. I think if we each could all just take ownership of, even the stuff where we don't really love, like, if I can take responsibility for my anger, if I can take responsibility for my sadness and take steps towards bettering that for myself, obviously getting support from others, we're in community. I think the world would be a different place if we did that as a collective. Yeah.
Absolutely. Have you ever read the book Extreme Ownership?
No.
Yeah, it's a great book. If you haven't read it, it's awesome. It's all about that, taking responsibility.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'll read it.
All right. So now, is there a book, a show, a movie, a person, anything that you think is doing a good thing, trying to make the world a better place that you'd like to recommend?
Yes, so I'm a big subscriber to the Sci Seminars podcast. That's on Apple Podcasts, or I guess Universal Podcast. They do a really good job with incorporating a lot of their instructors into topics. Yeah. And I believe there's a lot of the same theme of messages that are in there, and that's about personal growth. And again, that last question about taking ownership. And I just think they do a really good job at like cutting into different angles on how we can do better, how can we grow more awareness, how can we improve our day. And I think for me, I'm constantly learning more stuff. Yeah. More topics, more information. And I'm addicted, man. I think that's the one thing. Yeah.
So what's the podcast called?
It's PSI Seminars, and it's they also
it's just
do
called PSI Seminars.
Yeah, PSI Seminars podcast. Yep.
Cool. Awesome. All right. So last question, your mystery question.
All right.
Okay, you're gonna watch one on TV.
Okay.
You're gonna experience one, and you're gonna skip one. Okay.
Okay.
Swimming with the great whites, skydiving, and skiing the Alps. Watch one on TV, do one, and skip one.
I'm gonna watch the sharks.
Skydiving.
I'm gonna get on that skydive. I'm gonna do it.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna skip the Alps, man. I'm here in the mountains. I like being warm. I don't want to be cold, so.
Hey, exactly right.
Go ahead, skip that one.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you guys for watching. I'm coming for you next. Let's change the world together, one conversation at a time. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. If you want to find more awesome content like this,
subscribe, and hit the bell.
yeah, what these guys said. Don't forget to do that. Thanks and have a great day.